good afternoon. Definitely to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. And I just like to say this from your internet unk. And remember, Dad, I'm not your dad! Yes, but I've been having some issues with Mr. Fireman over here. Yeah, so that battle's coming in overtime, but that's irrelevant. We all know what you're here for. So, let's go ahead and get it started.
This thirsty ass. You thirsty. I really wish I'd have picked Remy.
No matter who you would have picked, you still would have lost.
You waited.
I'm not even mad though. He had a solid cue. All right, I'm gonna ban you just for asking me that question that I'm not even applicable for.
I feel like you didn't even say that right. I ain't even gonna, I'm gonna let him make it. I ain't even gonna, I'm gonna just leave that alone.
Damn, I guess we never gonna get that the Benihana at home stream where I'm cooking it. We supposed to be at 35.
Bro, why y'all ain't donating so this man can burn his kitchen up? You know he can't afford this Benihana. You know this man got all these bills. You know he can't afford where he live. You know he got a roommate. Get them donos up so we can see him mess up some food that he can't cook. Come on now, what we doing? He tired eating those combustions of meats.
But you're still stuck in the ghetto eating bags of cereal and top ramen with combustions of meats, calling it spaghetti.
It's the end of the week. We couldn't even stay concurrently 31. We got ghosted. Man, can you guys please donate to me? Like, I'm sitting over here streaming. Y'all niggas ain't donating? Like, are you serious?
Wait, what? High schoolers ain't the only thing you beat. I'm not doing none of that allegation stuff. I was just reading it, but that's funny. I'm not saying it's funny because I believe it. I'm just saying it's funny because the way they said it.
You win.
I know. I laugh too.
Because basically the people they'll join get.
Bro, the cat ain't even worried about him. Cat's still over there.
They'll join and like say dumb.
It wasn't dumb. It was funny. We both laughed. We had a good time.
In the bottom of the screen, like I guess it's supposed to affect me or something like that. But hey,
well, technically it did because you addressed it. This is what a lot of them complain about when they say you can't really play how you want. You see how he keeps on turtling and backing up, playing more defensive. So in these later games, it's not as easy to do so. I'm not saying you can't get around stuff, but this is what they're talking about.
never seen somebody turtle without it.
I've never seen you complete multiple matches at once.
Different. Plays the character.
You see, now that's called versatility. What makes a good fighting game is the fact that you got the same move set, but everybody plays different. And with good versatility, despite the fact of having the same moves, you don't have to play the same way. So a lot of times that's where a lot of their complaints come from, because they're borderline almost forced, or it's more beneficial to play this other way. And especially when people playing for money or playing to win, ain't nobody about to sit here and pick the hard way. It just is what it is. I know there's some purists that say, yeah, man, you got to do this, you got to do that. And no. Money is on the line. They're trying to make money. They broke out here in these streets. They not out here trying to play the purest form of the game. They want to play the most beneficial way of the game, and they're playing to win. Point blank period. Just simply what it is.
Go.
Bro, this is garbage.
Bruh, stop. He picking you apart. Straight up, all the meat off the bone. Pause. Okay, that ain't just disrespectful, bro. You just stomp on your head like that.
I've never seen somebody use this character like this.
I don't know how you say that. Alex is literally postured like a counter character. All of his moves like are kind of based around counters. Not saying you have to play like that, but bruh, come on now.
Bro, bro, I've never seen nobody just sit back with Alex before. I'm a body.
No, you're not. Now, let's go ahead and move forward.
Fucking garbage ass players. Just because I woke up at 3 different things, that fucking sucked.
If you say so, bro.
Dude woke up with standing fear. Standing up like medium punch.
That's a valid question. Let's see what his answer is.
And let's see, is he a real sub? If not, just ban him instead. Don't question me in my stream. The fuck here.
Mentally touched. Even rage quit on questions. I thought he wasn't responding to chat.
And what's your excuse for being in my stream on Friday night?
Well, I mean, entertainment. That ain't got nothing to do with having a girl. More times than not, if you sitting with your girl, they probably be watching your stream because whatever she's watching, which is 90 Day Fiance, Hip Hop, or Atlanta, or whatever show, whatever they watch, you know what they watch, you know what they be watching. We ain't watching it. Now, we'll look at it in the background, but we're not watching it. And as a form of entertainment, there's a few things fellas like to do. Get on live with the homies, watch LTG streams. No, I'm just playing. Everybody doesn't watch LTG streams, but they're probably on YouTube streaming something or kicking it with your boy. I had to throw that in there. I'm gonna be honest. There was no reason to plug that. I just felt like it. I just felt like it.
You don't really know me like that. I thought so. You're
Bro, we do rock with you like that. We just not gonna financially support you. Could being a baby.
useless to society. You're a fucking NPC. That's why you got banned out of my stream.
Ooh, he's totally not going to return with a different username or anything.
2 wake up supers? No thanks. You're trash.
Get this sorry ass out of here!
That's why we watch. That's funny.
You suck!
Oh yeah, I did promise Dixon for dropping it. For showing support that I would play, what's that game? Virtua Fighter.
Put respect on that game's name. That's Tekken Origins. That's what Tekken really came from. So he was even getting clapped in this in 2021 in the previous version.
It says the game has native support for Steam input. Alright, if it's just something that's just too corny, I'm just not gonna fuck.
You corny. It should be right up your alley.
I need how to do a backflip. Look at it. Look at it. Look at him bouncing. That's crazy. What's wrong with you, fool?
So far, it's looking like a non-alt enter game. Again, look corny as
Now, if you want to say as far as like the outfits or maybe the atmosphere, okay, cool, whatever. But that's always been Virtua Fighter. But the thing is, this is that essential tech, and this game fights like the original. Like y'all complained about it. Now, this is basically what Tekken would be if you stripped away all the cinematics, all the animations, and all the movie scenes and all that extra stuff. When you strip all that away, that's what you get. This is literally a bare bones fighter based on fighting. That's what it is. Not excessive juggles and all of that. This is that game that y'all keep complaining about, saying that, oh, we need to be more like that, to get more to the roots. Virtua Fighter is literally the roots. They're not doing all these extra animations, all these extra mini movies and explosions. It's just a straight up fighting game. And now you're complaining about that. You just can't win, bro.
There's a block button. I don't get a game in 30 seconds, I'm cutting it off. Stop watching one now. Somebody stalked me. Cam off, mic muted.
Bloop.
Mic off, cam mute.
Round one. Ready, go!
Now, from watching this, am I tripping? Is this not what they were asking for? And it does not have quick cues on it. Isn't this what they were asking for as far as these fighting games? Look, and they don't have excessive juggles. You see how close they get to the ground within those few hits? Yeah. So I want to know why them cues aren't faster. From what all of y'all are complaining about, all of y'all should be on this game. And this doesn't relate to everybody because Street Fighter is a different type of game. But as far as Tekken players, this is essentially what came before Tekken in the rawest of raw Tekken form. So if you're not on here as a Tekken player, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. And of course, this doesn't apply to everybody, just the people who have the biggest complaints about it, talking about how the fighting is and how it needs to be a choice on how to fight. This is that game.
Knockout!
Shit is coolly as
Nah, bro, when you strip off all the cosmetics, all the makeup, all the extra stuff, all the heat, all the cinematics, this is what you get. You get this. This is how this game functions with nothing else on it. So when y'all complain about why did they do this, why did they do that, why did they make this game that way, why did they add these explosions, that's why they did it. Because that format, that formula didn't work. It didn't survive. The reason why Tekken out-survived them is because they added more to that formula. That's why Street Fighter survived, because they added more to that formula. Marvel vs. Capcom survived because they added more to it. But if it would have stayed that way, it wouldn't have made it. They wouldn't have been able to make a whole, as you can see, because it still existed. But it did not sell enough because people did not want to play that. It was not entertaining enough. And then when you look at games like Tekken Tag and all of that, when you have all of that action going on, you're going to choose the action over the bare bones, right? Unless I'm tripping, correct me if I'm wrong.
Knockout!
Go ahead and rage quit, bro. You know you want to.
Ready, go! Knockout!
Yeah, whoever this is definitely stream snapping me in this corny ass game.
Nope.
It kept throwing me when I was throwing them.
Well, bro, you was trying to throw him the whole time. Like after every few hits, you tried to throw him.
That's corny ass. You said, yeah, tell him. Order up.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
Give it another 30 seconds.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, this looks like a game where you could play it how you want to play it, which was a huge complaint about a lot of fighters. And I just feel like if you're complaining a lot about the game that you play, you might as well check it out, you might as well try it. So if you don't like this bare bones version, then you can appreciate your version more, or maybe you wind up liking this version better. But my thing is, a lot of y'all need to be playing this game and putting time into it the same way as Fatal Fury when you have a complaint about the game that you play ranked in. And I get it, it's the franchise, you love the franchise, but if the franchise is not doing what you want it to do, well, I mean, you kind of got to move around and see what else is out there. Just saying, you ain't got to do anything. I'm just giving a suggestion. But let's go ahead and move on to the next section.
Because, like, let's be for real. There's more. Yeah, I got the info. I'm gonna pull the website up in a second. Let's be for real. The real reason Grand Theft Auto is so big now, I mean, it's always been big, but what took it to the next level is the online, right?
Yeah, that online is really what put it on the map big time. Again, people always liked the games, but when it came down to like It's Real 85 and all the people doing the memes and things like that, it's the same thing like what happened with Call of Duty when you had Reckless Tortuga with the headshot and all of that. It was just one of them situations.
Me being a single player gamer, this kind of sold me, because this is the only thing I'm really looking for. I don't talk about the online. Me and the homies might dilly dally on there for a week and then get off. I said what I said, dilly dally. So like for me, a single player game, it looks cool. Like it looks like it might be some fun. But for like the people who only care about the online, I mean, I feel like I could see them being disappointed.
Really, I think it's gonna be about the same. Whoever was on 5 gonna be on 6. But whatever was cool to you on 5 then, I don't know if it's gonna be cool to you the same way it is on 6. It might be, but I'm just saying, people have gotten older.
I feel like Grand Theft Auto Online has gotten so popular, people forget that what made Grand Theft Auto Online is it is a single player experience.
It's rough out here.
Will we get a cameo from Anon and the Gator? I hope so. Oh, girl can get it in real life. She liked that. Yeah, you said you pulled up her IG. People crack jokes, but a lot of us play GTA for the story first. Me and my friends play online too, but the story.
I mean, yeah, the story is the important part because really that's what I'm looking forward to too. I want to see how they do it and what they do with it. So I am interested in doing that. But as far as the online, like GTA Online has never really interested me. I know it interests some people, but I know I probably will never even log on to it, but I probably will wind up beating the story once it does like a discount or whatever, because this game is going to drop at like $80 to $100 off top. I know for a fact it is, especially with all these delays. It ain't dropping at no 40, 50 or 60. It's definitely hitting that 100 range.
Yeah, I'm playing it for the story. I don't give a fuck about no damn online, bro. Like I don't want to be an online gangbanger. So like for me, I don't expect anything revolutionary from the gameplay. It's Grand Theft Auto. This is the 6th one, at least the 6th one in the main line. It's not the 6th game. It's like the 20th game. And because there's like 20 games, there's only so much they can do to reiterate the formula. You're going to be doing the same thing, taking missions from people, driving around, shooting, dealing dope, you know, like that, going to the strip club and sitting in there for entirely too long. It's just going to have better graphics. So for me, what's going to sell this game for me from a single player standpoint is the story.
In all fairness, I mean, all games are typically, it's all repetition. I mean, there's only so much you can do, so it's just a part of getting older. The reality is the older you get, the less you can be impressed. It's not really too much, I think, as far as an issue with the game, because they have no control over it. Everything's a derivative. Everything's been done before. Seen it all, done it all. That's why a lot of times when parents used to get on you, it's because they seen it all, done it all. You know what I mean? It's like, been there, done that. Yeah. I hear what you're saying, but that's not how that goes. I've seen this story 1,000 times. That's basically the situation and the scenario. And like, I'll give you another example. Sometimes TBH will go on rants and they'll sound like a literal script of the game when he's just making a joke. It's because you've seen it so many times. So you're not going to be surprised. It's not even that that you can be that much more innovative. It's all been done. Only thing is you have to start to go for a new audience. That's why a lot of times people want to go for new audiences, because the older audiences already been there and done that, and it's hard to impress the older audience. But another big fact about the older audience is we do not expect you to reinvent the wheel. We just want you to put hard work into it, put things that belong on the game. Don't be trying to rip us off and hold things out of the game to charge us more money. You ain't even got, look at 2K and people still playing. That literally could have just been a game where you updated the roster and they paid $15 to $20 a year to update the roster instead of the new game, because I mean, how much more can you do? It is what it is. So I mean, unless you drop in a football game with superpowers or hero mutant league football like how it was on Sega, unless you doing something like that. As a matter of fact, that game was dope. Hold on, I gotta plug that. And yeah, yeah, for those wondering, yeah, you could wipe out their teammates. It's kind of like their early Blitz Unleashed format before they started doing that. Yeah, you see how creative and different these games were? And yeah, this was made by the same EA. It was made by them. So again, you know, a lot of time has changed and a lot of them just want to stick to the same old same. But again, this is outdated. Of course, this is old and it was good for its time. But even looking back at it, the idea was creative. So if they were to come back with the graphic fidelity of today and make these games again, they don't have to change much. Just basically update it for the games that are much more evolved and play better in the better engines. These games will sell. And this is why I'm constantly on y'all about that, because if you're showing EA, all I gotta do is just put out anything and you guys will spend billions of dollars a year in microtransactions. Why would they make a Mutant League football? Do you know how dope a Mutant League football would be today? You know how, dude, think about now, if you want to add DLC for something like this, let's say if they had all the monsters, you're talking like Gears of War and just all these various monsters from different games, and you could build your football team up. You know how dope that would be? They're not doing nothing like that. Do you know why they're not doing anything like that? Because if they sit there and they risk 30, 40, 50 something $1 million, which is cheap for them, if they risk this and they only sell 5,000, they ain't gonna sell like that. If they only sell like 100,000 or 150,000 copies, that's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt bad. So they're not willing to take a chance where you guys are not spending money. So like I said, I don't condone that whole GTA 6 comes out and then y'all sit on it for 12 years. I don't condone that whole Fortnite 12 years, Minecraft 12 years. It's time to you put the game down, have some fun, you know, play it for a month or two, but you need to move on and play something else, because that's why games are sorry now. And I can't completely blame them, because you guys still have free will to choose what to play. And if you choose to play what you're playing, I don't want to hear you complaining. I don't want to hear it. I'm just saying. But let's go ahead and move into overtime.
I'm in the spot.
Man, it's out here going crazy. It's all good though. We're about to put all the combos on this field. Here he go. Oh, no. We're not doing none of that. Nope. Getting crazy with the jukes. Getting crazy with the jukes. Yeah, keep all that fire to yourself. No, sir. I'll pop that just in case. Damn. Nah. I'm about to milk all this. I'm about to get all the damage off this I can get. Oh, man, I'm about to stand it. It's all good. I'll take that. Get these free licks in there. Nope. Lay it down. Uh-oh. So, man, there's that fire, man. Nah, bro, you gonna hang it up. You ain't gonna get me. Nope. Yeah, go ahead and sit down. But if you kicked it with your boy this long, I appreciate you hanging with me. Links in the description below like always. And in the meanwhile, I'm out. Have a good one. Looks like Rankus got turned into Angus.